Stan, here we are again. Just I felt like an old woman taking a corset off there, but correct. Underneath the t-shirt, see, I'm going to do another video. Just take a light drink of lemonade. Redoing a video I'd done. I was on the John Shanahan's live stream last night, and I realised, talking of helmets, that John sent me 2 years ago, Pasgt in a trade. Very nice it is too, and it must have been one of the videos I deleted, so I'm going to redo it. Guess the film in the background? Nothing to do with Pasgts. I just picked an old war movie at random. So, the Pasgt. Now, bear in mind, a lot of information to read, so I've got some notes. I'm trying to do it in a way that you won't think I'm reading notes, but I'm reading notes. So there you go. So the Pasgt, known as the Fritz helmet, for obvious reasons. I mean, people use the word iconic a lot, it's thrown around a lot, but most people of a certain age would recognise this as like sort of an American Armed Forces helmet. It is not the one now, I can't remember what the new one is, but this was the one that served from the early 80s to the mid 2000s. Pasgt, it's P-A-S-G-T. It's an acronym for Personal Armour Systems for Ground Troops. And that's not just the helmet, that's the like flak jacket and everything else, but we'll just concentrate on the helmet there because it's only the helmet I've got, and I don't have a lot of American stuff, so this is quite a good one for me to have, actually, to be fair. I'd like to thank John again. So it was first employed in the US military intervention in Grenada in 1983. The shell is made of Kevlar, so for those who don't know, most people who are in the military will know Kevlar, rather than the steel helmet, is interwoven layers of material. So as far as I'm aware, layman's terms, this is something I've read, so if the strength of the fibre is that way, it's twice as strong if you put the strength of the fibre that way, layers upon layers in the right configuration, that it will be stronger than steel. It actually traps, I think it traps and grabs hold of the piece of shrapnel or bullet, whatever it is, and pushes it around. I've seen countless ballistic tests on YouTube where the bullet will go in and it will travel all the way around the outside and come out the back, saving the soldier's life. And it also has it is made of a mirrored fabric treated with phenolic resin system. So if you look inside there, I mean, I've done it this way so I can put it on. It does fit me. Another headwear that fits me in one weekend. You got more chance of seeing the Loch Ness Monster. You can see it there, the different layers of it. That's just a tag I've put in myself. And it is rated at threat level 3A or 111A. I did look that up, and there was a lot to read, and I don't think it's within the scope of me prattling on in a shed to tell you that personally, yes, it's going to be good against shrapnel as the previous helmet, the M1, was, but this will stop up small arms, maybe 9mm pistol rounds at close range, whatever it'll go up to, I'm not sure, but yeah, it's zombie apocalypse. This could be one of the go-to, or the go-to helmet for me. Not that zombies shoot at you, it's only a joke, it's only, you know, I'm not being serious. You know what I'm saying. That's why these are worn by police organisations as well, along with the stab vests, etc. It offers protection against shrapnel, as I've said, and ballistic threats of certain small arms. So it weighs 3.1 pound or 1410 grams. That's the small size. Up to 4.2 pound, 1900 grams for the larger size, which is this one here. Various helmet covers. I believe this is a woodland cover. For the one I've got, so there's olive drab, desert camo, there's desert ones, there is the digital camo, I can't remember what it's called, can't remember, MTP. The helmet itself can come in olive drab, the colour, black, grey or tan, depending on deployment or who's using it. Often it comes with a band that has reflecting light recharges on the backs of these, like reflective, they'll recharge in daylight. These are to stop, they're called cat's eyes, help stop friendly fire. You know, it's passive, not battery powered. It's a passive thing, like a watch dial. when I did this video last time, somebody said to me, can't remember who it was, that's a British band that you've got on there, not an American one. Goes counter with what I've just been reading this morning. People, soldiers, troops would keep personal items in there, and also it's good for, think of the Germans in the Second World War, sticking vegetation in on the outside, it's good for that sort of thing. And they, in the early days, would have patches on, insignia, various places, but as they went on in their working lives, to be attached with sort of night scopes and stuff like that. I think that fell out of favour. Unsure though, unsure. So as I said, it was first deployed. It was developed, sorry, in the United States after the Vietnam during the mid late 1970s. First deployed in Operation Urgent Fury in Grenada, and became can't read my own writing. Excuse me. It became standard. There you go, standard. Looks like yeah. Looks like French or something. Standard 1985. Completely replaced the M1 by the end of the 1980s. Army units in Alaska were the last to get them in 1988. So, should we put it on now or read the next bit first? I don't know. Let's have a look. Sick of talking. So, that's going to stay there. I might move my glasses. So, the users, I'll put it on. Shall I put it on while I read? Put it on while I read. So unbelievably, this does fit. That still understands. Great big, stupid head. I look like Norman Schwarzkopf, won't I? This is the first time on YouTube you will see an American Pasgt Helmet on a Brit in an East German uniform in a man cave full of mannequins. I guarantee you. So users, current users, Afghanistan, Argentina, Brazil, Bolivia, Bosnia, Herzegovina, Costa Rica, Dominican Republic, Ecuador, El Salvador, Estonia, Greece, Haiti, Indonesia, Iraq, Israel, Kazakhstan, Lebanon, Mexico, Moldova, Madagascar, Philippines, Portugal, Saudi Arabia, Slovenia, Taiwan, Thailand, Turkey. United States Army Reserve, until August 2018, they were still using them. United States Navy, until 2017, they were still using them aboard ship. Ukraine, Uruguay, Venezuela, Vietnam. Former users: Australia, Canada, Georgia, Singapore, US Army, US Marine Corps, Los Angeles Police Department. Now, some of the countries, Australia is one that sticks in my mind. They had a variant called the M90s, can't remember. Some of the countries made a Pasgt style, so copied, it was a direct copy or a copy of a version of the American one. It wasn't necessarily the American one. So there you go. The Pasgt helmet. I can even fasten the chin straps over my double chins. I always do that in videos when I'm fastening the chin strap. I'm just going to pop my jaw or something. There you go. That's it. Done. I'm in. Am I in? There you go. Stalemate stand in a Pasgt helmet. There you go. What do I think of it? It is, I'll say, an iconic. It's a recognisable image of a helmet, a piece of military hardware, if you like, or military kit. And I don't mean because it looks like a German helmet. Obviously, the German helmet was sort of ballistically more forward thinking than maybe what the British had, say, with the Mark IIs, and that's why it's been designed like this. But I mean that the fact that this just looks, this speaks to me of sort of Gulf War I, Gulf War II, and the other sort of wars and conflicts the Americans were involved with during the 90s, 80s, 90s, 2000. So yeah, it is one of those more modern helmets, and probably it is at the very, very limit of what I would collect helmet wise. I say I got it at a trade off John Shanahan, and I'm very, very pleased to have it in my collection. It's not something I would get rid of, because it is nice to. I've got a lot of helmets. I think I must be pushing 80 helmets now, maybe a bit less. I've traded some out. I've got another one to trade out. I've got another one coming in. But it is nice to, people have said to me before, why do you collect so many helmets? Well, because now I could literally go, well, this one's Cold War, this one's influenced by. I haven't got any First World War ones. My oldest ones are probably me Swiss ones, I'd say. They're probably 1920s. You could get them and say, this is this. Development in the Second World War, Cold War, and this developed into this. Then you look at the more modern ones, if you get me to stop talking, Stan. But yeah, quite a nice, iconic, if you want to use that word, looking helmet. it is quite bulky and it has got a bit of weight to it. Being an older person, you get like problems with your neck and your back and everything else, don't you? It's, would I want to walk around with this on for 10 hours? Probably not, because I can feel, just having it on now, these last 5 minutes, you can sort of feel a bit of compression. You can feel it down here. Wearing a hard hat at work, which I've done many a time, is completely different because it's so much lighter. But you know, 99% of the people in the military are very young, so they wouldn't have a problem with it. And I think you'd rather have this on than have some shrapnel going into you there. But yeah, I don't know what the date is on this one. It was very hard to look inside, and I didn't want to take the cover off, because Megan taking covers off helmets, it always ends badly. So I think it's late 80s, so whatever. Yeah, so there you go. That's the American Pasgt Helmet, and that's 3 videos by Helmet Stan this weekend. And don't forget, you saw it here for the first time. A Brit in a Pasgt, in an East German NVA tunic, in a room full of mannequins. There's no other video on YouTube does that, I guarantee you. And this is Stan, and I will. See ya.